In a universe far, far away, there once were two idiots with a wrestling podcast. Welcome to that universe. Welcome to OT Graps. How you like
What
that
up,
one?
people? I actually like that one. It makes perfect sense.
It makes no sense. Therefore, it makes all the sense.
Exactly. We make no sense.
Yes. There you go. Trevor just put his finger on the camera. Stop putting your finger on the camera. Um.
Fixing things.
Stop. Anyway, hey guys, welcome back to OT Craps. It's Trevor. It's Omer. We have a fantastic show unplanned for you today. We're going to be talking about Vince McMahon making a return backstage. The King is officially back on his throne. Vince McMahon seemingly has taken back over everything backstage. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to get Trevor's thoughts on it. We're also going to talk about an update on the CM Punk announcement. Tony Khan is going crazy with these announcements lately. And also, we will talk about what else were we going to talk? Oh, yeah, Forbidden Door announced like two of the greatest dream matches I've ever
Yeah.
heard of.
Oh my
Will
god.
Ospreay versus Kenny Omega 2 and Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada.
Oh my god. Could you ask for anything better? Ugh.
My body is ready, Trevor. Of course, you know who else is ready? We got Liam who's ready. Real Trev is back. No, he's still fake Trev. He's still iPhone Trev or phone Trev today. We got CC. Does this universe have tacos? Oh, it's Taco Tuesday. F you, LeBron James. You know this man tried to copyright Taco Tuesday.
He tries to copyright everything.
Damn capitalism, I tell you. Ron James was so mad. He was like, I should have the right to own Taco Tuesday. I'm just like, that's so stupid, bro.
You're right. You definitely should not.
I should have the right. No, see, be different. I should have the right to own Taco Tuesday. We got Liam saying Matt Cardona is lame as hell. Yeah, I agree. Trevor, let's just get right into it. Let's talk about Vince McMahon because that's the big news of the day, the week, the year, the life.
Yeah, unfortunately. Can't get
So,
away from him or CM Punk. There's always something.
these two, they just love to stay in the news. So last night, WWE Raw emanated from Hartford, Connecticut, very close to Stamford, Connecticut, the home of WWE headquarters, and of course, Vince McMahon made his presence known backstage officially. We had known that he was doing stuff over Zoom. He was making changes to the show in the previous weeks remotely. But this week he was backstage, and he really let his presence be felt by everyone. We have reports from Fightful and PW Insider saying that people kind of just are like, yeah, like he's back in charge, and it's literally the same as things were prior to his departure in June of 2022.
So terrible.
Yep. And there were a lot of rewrites to Raw. I should also note that Raw was a relatively well received show this week, so there is that caveat, but he's back, and it looks like any semblance of credibility that the line that Triple H is still the final guy, and all that credibility is gone. Vince McMahon is the final guy. He's the final boss. What's your reaction to the news that he was backstage and that he basically officially took back control?
The writing was on the wall. It was gonna happen sooner or later. I mean, he's been doing it like off and on for about 2 months now. So, unfortunately, I knew this day would come.
Yeah, we tried to warn y'all. Like I've been saying this for so long. Like this dude just can't stay away. Like Trevor, he's been there 40 years. 40 years. It's been his thing. It's been his ship. You think he's just gonna give that up? Like, no, he couldn't. He couldn't last like 4 months away before he started to consolidate power back.
I mean, and also he's one of those guys that Yeah, that's my show. You're gonna like it when I'm behind it, not when someone else is doing my job better. No, you're gonna like it because I'm ruining it and running it into the ground. Like, and that's pretty much like his ideology. Like, I
What
mean, I saw Raw. It was okay.
what's that line that Vince had a while back? He's like, "I'm gonna inject a lethal dose of poison." He is that lethal dose of poison.
He definitely is. So, question: You, Cody has a feud with Brock Lesnar.
He
Okay,
still
and
has a feud with Brock Lesnar. Yep.
then you put him on a show with on Miz TV, and now he has a disagreement with Dominic Mysterio. I,
Whoa.
that's great TV.
I will say,
What?
I do love Dom. Like don't get me wrong, I love
No,
Dom.
no, no,
I
I
actually
love
like
Dom.
that
I do.
segment, but I do agree with you. I'm like, well, like what is Cody doing here? Like it's you know what it feels like. It feels like we're back into the AEW days of Cody, where he was like in his own universe, kind of. He was in the
Right.
Codyverse, and it's just like whatever
He's
he's
just
doing is
making
kind of
everybody else look
separate
better.
from everything else. It was just like we're back in the Codyverse days. Like it's just like what are we doing here, guys? Give him something good. Like it's not like he's trying to work his way back to the championship. He's been doing this feud with Brock Lesnar that he still hasn't won. He still didn't win this feud.
No, he won one match and Brock won the other, and now it's a rubber match. And
Apparently, Cody pitched a dog collar match, and it was rejected by creative. Like he wanted that. He wanted that to be like the big like blow off match,
that
and
should be.
but instead they did the atypical Vince McMahon thing, which is just let's wait until like later. Not, I don't know when we do it, but like
The
later.
day of.
We'll wait till later. It's like Vince,
Until they
when?
were
How
going to
late?
squander Cody and with other wrestlers.
What if we take Cody's momentum and push it somewhere else? He's on his Patrick shit. Like, like, what if we take the bikini bottom and push it somewhere else? Like this man. um, we got Liam in the chat saying, "Put Dom and Cody in Money in the Bank. Have them fight for most of it. Brock comes out, sets up SummerSlam. Cody Proctor. Just do the match." Like,
I mean, that's not even a bad setup, but still, at the same token, just do the match.
what a waste. I don't want Brock Lesnar anywhere near Money in the Bank after he took it away from Mustafa Ali like 3 years ago
Yeah,
or whenever that was. I was so mad about that because he was supposed to win.
he
Mustafa
was.
Ali was supposed to win.
That's what I read. Yeah.
Damn shame. We got Liam saying, "Can we just agree that this match stipulation for Cody Brock 3 should be a bra and panties match and move on?" It would be funny. It would
It'll
be
be funny.
funny.
It'll be hilarious.
Although Mayor Kane would definitely have a problem with that. You know, he doesn't like that kind of stuff.
And I don't think you can find a bra big enough for Brock. So, that's the other problem.
Could you imagine? It's like, he's got Triple H's. Um, no, did you see Kane today? Guess who he met with today? Guess who Mayor Kane met with today in Florida?
Trump.
Yep.
God.
Yeah, yep. He's like, it's an honor to meet the president of the United States. Like, sir, bro, and like and you know what? I'm so jaded I'm so jaded and so much of a wrestling fan. The first thing that came in my mind was two WWE Hall of Famers together.
I don't know if I enjoy being in a world where Donald Trump is a WWE Hall of Famer.
We are living in it, man. We're living in it. He's the president and the WWE. That was so funny. It was like there was an article, I think Fightful or someone like put it out a few years ago, like when Trump got elected, like WWE Hall of Famer Donald Trump elected as president of the United States. I was like, damn.
Wow.
Yeah, Liam said he also called him President Trump. Yes, he did, because Mayor Kane is.
Yeah.
Mayor Kane is not the smartest guy around. Although I will say this, he's a very smart guy, but he's a liar. He's just a liar and a manipulator, and he hates
most politicians.
and a transphobe. To be quite honest, he's also a transphobe. So,
Yeah,
Kane.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Don't get me started on my Kane rants, man. I do not like. I don't like Glenn Jacobs, the guy. He's a terrible dude.
I don't think it's much
Um,
to like, honestly.
yeah. I mean, look, he's not as look. It could be worse. It could always be worse. You could be Vince McMahon. I was like Vince.
Can't be true.
I don't know Vince McMahon. It's so wild. We got Liam saying, "Yo, let's get one last Vince versus Trump. If Vince wins, he gets to shave Donnie's head. If Trump wins, Vinny leaves WWE." They already did this,
Yes.
and nothing changed. Vince McMahon was just bald for a while, and then we got the greatest Vince McMahon gimmick of all time. We got bald, crazy ECW World Champion Vince McMahon, which was just an epic moment in time.
Actually, that was also the time he was wearing the do-rag too, was it?
Yeah, it was Durag Vince.
Yeah.
No, also, although Jermaine just does have a better version of Vince McMahon. What you mean? Vince McMahon beat God himself. Vince McMahon he did beat God.
Very true.
How did Shawn Michaels is supposed to be like a born again Christian, right? How did he agree to this match where it's like it's gonna be me and Shane? Like, could you imagine Vince trying to like
You were
pitch this to Shawn, being like, he's like, okay, Shawn, come here, pal. I have a great idea. At Backlash, it's gonna be you and me, toe to toe, but it's gonna be in a tag team match. My partner's gonna be the product of my you know what, Shane, and your tag team partner is gonna be the Almighty himself. God.
He had to pitch that at least more than once for that to even.
I'm saying like this is like God fearing. I'm literally just born again, conservative Christian Shawn Michaels. How do you
I
agree
can't
to
believe Sean actually went along with that. I really can't.
It's wild. It's wild. We got Liam in the chat saying, could even let Trump and Vince pick fighters. Bobby Lashley versus Theory. Jesus, someone Lashley's winning that fight. Oh, we got CC in the chat saying Vince's mustache is hella terrifying.
Mustache.
It's a very terrifying mustache. I just want y'all to see that. I want y'all to see that, to witness that again. Yeah, it's a very. What do you think though about the mustache? Like I get a lot of Let me see. Can we go to? We'll go to this. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull up the actual mustache, as Vegeta would say. But like I need to get your like opinion here on this mustache game. Like what's he going for?
I don't know. Is he? Oh, camera fell. Sorry.
This is an amazing show. No technical difficulties to speak of whatsoever. But seriously, is it like it's like Gomez Adams type? Like what's he like?
So it kind of makes him look Italian, but I don't think he is.
Vincente McMahon. Like,
Vincetti McMahon.
Like Vincetti McMahonioni. Vinny Calzone. Vinny Calzone.
He doesn't even. That's disrespectful to a calzone.
Vinny Calzone. You remember Joey? I used to call so Joey used to do this like Italian accent, and like we'd call it his alter ego Joey Calzone. I don't know, man. Big leave the gun, take the cannoli energy from Vince right here.
Yeah, like yeah, it's just
so thin.
Yeah,
like he deliberately.
I've never seen him grow hair in his face before. Like
that's was it Vincenzo McMahon? McMahonio? McMahonimo? I don't know. I struggled with that too much. You're thinking too hard, Liam. That's one way to say that. Liam says God exists in wrestling. Well, that explains why God lost that tag team match, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. This show is taking a turn. You got. It's like
I'm not
instead of
sure
Vince,
for what though.
I don't know. I don't know. We got CC saying like put some oil on his face and it wiped right off. Jesus. Um. Anyway, Trevor, Vince is back in charge. What do you think this means for Triple H? Right, like, because like this whole time we're being told Triple H is still the guy. He's still the guy. He's in charge of
Right.
creative. It's his show. He has final say. And it's like so hard for like you can't believe it. You
Right.
absolutely cannot believe it.
No, no, no.
Like
Especially if you look at the product, is because it has definitely changed. Definitely, the product has changed. Like they're still doing well with the whole bloodline story, which is pretty much the only thing that's holding them up, in my opinion. But
we the
like,
ones and you the twos. You the number twos.
woo-hoo. But other than that, like it's even the like the women's title picture is looking weird. Like it's the whole show in a whole. Like I think one of the most interesting things that we didn't know we wanted or didn't know that we needed was Ronda Rousey and Baszler becoming the tag champions. That was interesting. That should have happened. I think it was probably going to happen if Liv Morgan wasn't hurt anyway. Um, but yeah, it's just like you can tell he's not doing he's not doing what he was. Two, what this means for him, I'm actually very curious about that. Like, is he gonna keep writing half of it, or is he just gonna work on NXT, or like is he a consultant at this point? Like, what his
I think he's still like it's weird, right? Because I think he's still occupying a place where he has great influence. Like look, I don't want to kid ourselves, right? There's a lot of things that are happening in WWE that I don't think would have happened if only Vince was in charge. So I think
Right.
while Vince does have final say now, and Vince does, I think to an extent he does also defer things to Triple H more than he would have in the past, right?
Yeah,
And I don't know whether that's like I think part of it is a genuine respect he has for his son-in-law, who he thinks is a very smart guy and a great wrestling mind. And part of it is also like he wants to keep up the facade for as long as he can that everything's fine because I'm not in charge. It's still Triple H, even though Vince is the guy with final say now. So
right.
it's a weird situation. I don't know, like I think as fine as I'm sure Triple H is with it, I think eventually like things are gonna come to a head, right? Like one way or
That's
another,
what I'm
things are
thinking
gonna come to a
too.
head. Like there's a reason Stephanie left WWE. There's a reason why you've had this turnover. There's whether it's Ari Emanuel stepping in and being like, "All right, Vince, you're actually done," or Triple H just being like, "Well, maybe I should just step away for a while, go focus on my family, my health, and all that stuff." Like I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm capping. Maybe it's all conjecture, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. But I don't have any idea what I'm talking about. Yet y'all still watch. Hit that like button. Um, but like I don't know. I don't know. Like someone asked me the other day, what's the end game here? I'm like, I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where you can't really determine. Like you have watching the what has transpired over the past year, 2 years, whatever with WWE, you really have no clue what the end game is because you thought the end game didn't include Vince McMahon. You were hoping anyway, but at this point, I think I don't know. I can't necessarily say that's what it is, but like it's an old saying. Like they always say like when two people try to outdo well, a person tries to outdo another person, they call it a pissing contest, and that's kind of how it's coming off to me at this point. I'm thinking that he's just doing all this stuff out of spite. Like, yes, I'm gonna do this because well, I have learned a bunch of you don't like me, so I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show you who the bigger gentleman is. You know what I mean? Like, so like, I just feel that's kind of how it is. That's kind of how it comes off to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think you said it. We got we had Jermaine in the chat saying, "Ooh, Long one here. Sorry, but the bloodline is a long story, not a long-term storytelling. I mean, this could have been done a long time ago. IDK, when the story is going to end, the whole show just feels directionless. I think so. I see what you mean in that. Like, I think the bloodline things have been drawn out a little bit, but like, I think it's fine given what they're putting out. Like, I still think the bloodline to me is like the best story the WWE's told, and have since I
Years,
can remember. Like, it might be one of the best, if not the best ever.
man.
Like
And
the one that I think go back and I'm like maybe like I don't know if it's as good as like Bret Hart like 97, like Bret Hart 97. I went back and watched that and I was just like, dude, this is great. Also like Kane and Undertaker, like that was impeccable
I mean,
storytelling.
the match wasn't the greatest, but they told a decent story with Shawn Michaels too.
But I think
Like,
like it's weird. This feud, this story, right? I don't think WWE's had a story that they've gotten more out of than the Bloodline. And I'm talking money. I'm talking about
right,
matches. I'm talking about feud. Like they've gotten
so many
so
possibilities.
much out of this one story. Like you had the Sami Zayn thing. You've had the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens tag team match with the Usos. You've had Jimmy and Jey Uso. You go all the way back. There was a Hell in a Cell match where Jey Uso challenged Roman Reigns for the world title,
Yep.
and it was like a great Hell in a Cell match. I thought it was a 5-star match, and like it's gripping. Like these Solo Sikoa's like Samoan spiking his brother Jimmy Uso. It's gripping. It's got me. Like
Yep.
I think it actually might be. It might be the best thing on wrestling TV, like as far as the story goes. I
It
think
might be
because as much as like I like AEW, but like story wise, they have like one really good one with the Blackpool Combat Club versus the Elite.
right.
Um, and then like outside of that, like what is it like Jericho, Adam Cole, baby,
I
like
guess. I
uh,
guess that's it right now. But like, I mean, I think this is the part of wrestling, and it might be for WWE too. I'm looking at it. This is the part where the stories reset and you restart a brand new story or something like that because it happens. You know what I mean with wrestling sometimes, especially after major pay per views. But like at this point,
dude, when is
it's
this?
no,
When is Chris Jericho gonna reset? When are we gonna reset with this man?
never reset.
This
He
man's
needs
not
a
gonna
reset button.
reset.
Chris needs a reset button. Poor man.
Okay.
Um,
Hey Jericho, where is your? I'm not gonna say. That's still the funniest thing anyone's ever. Oh my god, his wife was there, front row, and like somebody said, "Yo, I swear, like every pay per view I go to, someone screams that at Chris Jericho. They're like, Jericho, where was your wife on January 6th?"
yeah, I'm sure he's getting tired of hearing that.
Look, I would be too, but then again, I would hope that my wife would never go to January 6th, unironically.
Oh man.
Jermaine in the chat saying, "What do you mean? Summer Punk is easily better." Um, no, Summer. Which Summer? Okay, Ring of Honor Summer Punk maybe, but like WWE Summer Punk was ass, bro. Like it
Oh yeah.
started off great, but it was like that summer ended with Alberto Del Rio winning the world championship. That
Should have
wasn't a
never.
great story. I'm sorry.
He should have never touched that belt.
Edge versus the Hardys. Edge versus Matt Hardy. I mean, if you like that one better, I see that. But like, no, I'm sorry. It's Summer of Punk, sir. Sir. like again, great start, but like, what happened? He jobbed out to Triple H. He jobbed
So
out to Alberto Del Rio. Like it. He's a jobber.
he was a jobber. He definitely was.
I'm better than you, buddy Punk, Punky Brewster. Game. And now I can't wrestle, so I can't put anyone over.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I'm the game.
This is what this show is, folks.
Steph.
Us making fun of people
Steph.
in different voices.
So, I mean, like we'll see. I mean, maybe this summer of Punk. Look, I'm just saying, there's been out of the 3 Summer of Punks we've had, one of them has been good. The other 2 have been garbage. One because he lost. The other one last year's Summer of Punk was garbage because he wasn't there for the summer. Although, like, look, the Gripe Bomb was a great piece of wrestling history. Terrible for AEW, but I was so sports entertained. Trevor was so sports entertained.
Him sitting there eating a muffin and just that was the greatest.
If you guys are ever in Chicago, go to Mindy's Bakery. Go take the blue line down on to Damon. It is. Look, I don't know how he was mad after eating those muffins. I don't know. Like I was happy as hell. I was really happy after eating those muffins. Those are really damn good muffins.
He was an upset person at the time.
He was very, very mad. He's like, okay, we got Jermaine in the chat saying, okay, wait. It was unpredictable. Am I just talking about Money in the Bank? I also think Hangman Page's story is a good story. It was a great story. No, like Hangman Page's storyline is also great. Because like the thing that I like the most about the Hangman Page Elite story is it's literally like it's still going on. Like their story never ended. And that's what I love about it. And I think it's my favorite story. But like objectively, I think the most successful story is the Bloodline. Like you got 2 WrestleMania main events out of it. You got Jey Uso and a Hell. Like there's a lot of. I think they squeeze a lot of juice out of this. Like both of them are great. And it's like a thing of like preference. Like the Hangman Page storyline was like more like it's like one of those things where you have to if you watch like everything together, you're just like whoa. The Bloodline is just like all these big moments. Like that's the thing about I think why the Bloodline storyline resonates with so many people more. There's just so many iconic moments in the story, right? You had Sami Zayn turning his back on Roman Reigns. You had the Survivor Series War Games match. You like there's so much happened, and it's like so many big monumental moments happen that are forever ingrained in your mind. Like Sami Zayn main eventing a pay-per-view for the Universal title in Montreal to the crowd reaction he got. Like it's a massive moment.
Yeah. I mean, this storyline will go down as, like you said, having the most moments and probably one of the greatest stories that WWE has ever told. Like, although I don't disagree with Jermaine, I get his point. I totally get his point.
Yeah.
Because it could have been a lot quicker. I mean, they didn't have to drag it out the way they did, but I feel like they dragged it out for all the right reasons. Like now, if it doesn't end with Jimmy or Jay with a title shot or the belt,
it is look one way or another. This is ending with Jimmy Uso pinning Roman Reigns. I don't care if it's for the title or not because like that doesn't matter. Jimmy Uso needs to end this. Or sorry, Jey Uso. Jey Uso needs to end this.
He has to, because it started with him and needs to end with him, in my opinion.
Man. Let us know what you guys think about that storyline. Hit that like button. Follow Trevor on Twitter at TRVEERTAINMENT. Roll Tide, baby.
I have no idea.
What else do we got to talk about? Oh, Trevor. So, Trevor, Forbidden Door is just 3 weeks away, and there were some matches announced, Trev.
There were. There definitely were.
Trevor, I gotta ask you a question. Where were you when you found out that Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada was happening in 3 weeks?
I was actually at a cookout.
I need this. Lay it on me.
I was at a cookout. I was having a beverage, and my buddy was talking to me about podcasts or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I do one, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, for real? That's right. You do one and do a wrestling podcast. I was talking or whatever. And I was like, hold on. I got a notification to my phone. Pulled out my phone in front of everyone. Like we were like, I didn't even see the kids walking past. I go, holy
Toledo.
And like one of the other dudes that's a wrestling friend, he was like, what? I showed him. He said, get out of here. Are you serious? Dude, like we talked about that for like maybe an hour straight. Like, oh my God. Okada versus
Brian.
Bryan Danielson. Sheesh.
Bro,
Like, I mean, we're already getting Osprey and Kenny
Omega.
Omega, which is good, right? This is great. But Okada,
Do you?
ugh.
I took a picture of my reaction when I heard the news. Do you want to see it?
Sure.
There we go. That was my reaction to this. I
Yeah,
was like,
you're very surprised. You lost a lot of color
no,
and grew up in. That's
it
wrong,
was
actually.
been indoors for a while. Like been eating a lot of beets. Been on the Brian Danielson diet. He helped
Let
me
it happen.
grow a blonde beard. But no, like I was like looking at my phone, thirsting about this match. I was like,
I need more. I need to know more.
I was like, like Brian Danielson cut this like awesome promo in this vignette where he was like, Okada, like it's like you call yourself the Rainmaker. Wait, well, on June 25th, you're gonna step into the ring in a desert, and I was like, oh.
I gotta see that. I didn't see that.
Ooh, it's good. It's good. It's like all over New Japan's like Twitter and YouTube. Highly recommend.
Yeah, I'll check it
They
out.
also had like a press conference with Okada and um what's his name? Uh, Will Ospreay. What's his
Yeah.
name? Uh, dude, this Forbidden Door. We the two matches announced. CM Punk. We don't even know who CM Punk's opponent's gonna be yet.
No.
I would go with Tanahashi if possible, just because like
Personally, yeah, Tanahashi would
that
be
was
a
the
good
match
one.
we were promised and we never got. Um,
Apparently, Darby Allin's supposed to be wrestling too. So
Darby can Darby Allin can he go up against Hangman Adam Page? What's that dude's name? Clark Connors.
oh
Hangman
yeah,
Adam Beige.
you know who would that would be a good match. What's Jack Sabre Jr. actually?
I thought they were gonna do. See, I always thought they were gonna do Zack Sabre Jr. versus Brian Danielson at this
Yeah,
pay per view.
they've been talking about
I
that
think
for a
they're gonna
while.
save it. They're probably gonna save it though for All In. I'm just like All In. I'm All In. Like, not a match announced. Jermaine actually did. Oh, Jermaine, into my veins. Give me Punk versus Kenta, please.
Oh yes, oh Jermaine, that's
But
such
Punk's
a
got to
great
go
one.
over. I don't want Punk to beat Kenta.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want Punk to beat Kenta. No, I mean I also don't want Punk to beat Tanahashi, but I could stomach that way more than I could stomach Kenta. It's like the current storyline is literally in the Bloodline breakup. Oh hey, let's not be mean. But I do agree. It is a good story. Um yeah, no, I'm so hyped for Forbidden Door. I mean, there's like here's the thing, we forget like last year's Forbidden Door is probably like wrestling wise the best show last year,
It was
like of
really good,
wrestling, the best wrestling show of
a
all.
lot of people forget about that. Like a lot of people haven't really talked about it out in the open. But dude, like Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy
Ma-
may have stole the show.
it
Like,
was my
oh my
match of the
god,
year. It was my match of the year. Like I love that
oh
match. It's my
my
favorite
god.
match.
I mean, there were other great matches on there too. Don't get me wrong, but like that one just stood out.
I mean, like, look. All the matches this year have a very high bar to hit. We all can't be Shibata versus Orange Cassidy with Mike Tyson on commentary. It's like my favorite. That
That's
actually
still a
might
great
be.
match. I'm sorry, that's still an amazing match.
It's
I
my
mean,
favorite
even though they
match.
were great in the ring, the best part was the commentary.
It's like wow, look at it. Oh my god, Oshigoroshi. I'm like, what the hell, Mike? Where did you learn wrestling moves?
And then the whole time, man with the mask is getting mad.
Oh yeah. He was just like, you stealing my job. And JR was just like, well, goddamn, Mike, you're better at this than I am.
There was a part where you really heard him go and go back in.
I will never forget JR though. He was just like, all right, Brian, you're going up against MJF, and a lot of people think you're gonna get your ass kicked. End of question. I'm just like, poor Brian Pillman Jr. He was not set up for success.
No, it wasn't. that was probably one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen JR do.
It was flagrant. It was so flagrant. I'm like, JR, what are you doing?
Some dude think you gonna get your ass kicked.
And he was like, and he said it in the most JR way, like, a lot of people think you're gonna get your ass kicked, pal. JR, you're trying to get him over. We got Jermaine saying, "Give me Sonata versus MJF and Zack Sabre Jr. versus Pac." Ooh, but I don't want either of them to lose. That's the issue. Although, like, I like Sonata. You know what they got? I hate that New Japan belt. Can we talk about that? I really hate that New Japan belt.
Yeah. Not a fan of it.
It's like looks like the Divas title. Like,
but remember, we had issues before.
Oh yeah, New Japan tried to sue me. That was fun. Over a video with like 100 views. Sorry, that was not New Japan. That was TV Asahi. In your bag, TV Asahi. In your bag. I don't know why. Sorry. Except I'm not. Speaking of which, guys, go on Twitter and yell at Fight TV. Go on Twitter right now. What?
Are we still going through this with Fight TV?
Oh, I'm going through it, buddy. Go on Twitter, yell at Fight TV, let them know that Real Take Wrestling is a friend of theirs and not an enemy, because apparently they don't agree.
I will yell at them. I will definitely yell at them.
Yell at them in a nice way, though. I'm not trying to get too on their bad side. But yeah, so a lot of stuff happening. Forbidden Door. Like what other dream matches do you want to see though, Trev?
Ooh.
Because there's one person out there, you know, that we could still see, and she draws a lot of money.
Is she hurt right now?
Oh, she is hurt right now.
Because I don't know if she's hurt.
She has a fractured ankle, right? Yeah.
I thought it was sprained. Okay,
or something like that.
Because I would love to see her versus actually Jay Cargill would have been a good one. Her versus Chris Statlander would be a good one.
Ooh, Chris Statlander. Ooh, Kyrie versus Chris Statlander. Ooh, look at the wheels churning now.
You got some good matches that you could possibly do.
I still like who is Minoru Suzuki going to like? Who is Shibata gonna face? You know damn well Shibata is gonna be on this show.
You know he's gonna be on the show. Both Suzuki is too. Both of them are gonna be on the show.
Can we? So Shibata right now. Oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure Shibata right now is still the ROH Pure Champion, which I was the only one calling for that. I was like, give Shibata the belt now.
Have you been paying attention to ROH, the two TV champions of Jack Sabre and Joe? There's two. So
Zack Sabre. Wait! I missed this. Zack Sabre Jr. is an ROH TV champion.
So he has a TV championship, right? And
he's the New Japan. He's the New Japan TV champion.
Yeah. So he has the New Japan TV championship, and he is supposed to fight a tag match with Samoa Joe against I forget the guy's names, and so but after that they want to talk about going against each other to see who is the better TV champion.
Who's the king of television? You can't even beat Wardlow for the TNT title, Joe. You ain't no king of TV.
Even though I would definitely watch Zack Sabre Jr. with Joe.
I love how you like
correct myself.
It's such an honest. No. Like it's such like an honest mistake too. It's just like Jack Sabre Jr.
I've called him Jack most of my life. I know it's Zach.
It's like this JR right there. Well, no, Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Damn, son.
Like you said, it's an honest mistake too. It's just an honest mistake.
You know it's not an honest mistake. This damn belt, bro. I don't know. Like, have you seen that New Japan Pro Wrestling World TV Championship,
The newest one, yeah.
bro? It
No,
is.
you talking about the one for Saber Jr.?
I'm talking about the one that looks like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like,
Yep, I hate it. It's awful. It's awful.
yeah,
Talk about gaudy belt, like yeah.
it's not even gaudy. It's just ass. I'm like Zack Sabre Jr. is proud to be wearing that.
Yeah, like why?
Well, Zach, what are you doing? I think you have some self respect, Zach. Like
It looks like a golden graham cracker. That's exactly what
I'm
it looks
saying,
like.
it looks like a Teddy Graham. Looks like a little like he's about to roast this damn belt, bro. Last time we roasted a New Japan belt didn't go well for us, but the joke's on them. I don't even have it pulled up on the screen right now. But like, no, this is like I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? What are you, Zack Sabre Jr.? What are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Like
This is
he's
butt.
very proud of that belt too. Super proud of that belt. I think that's disrespectful for the wrestler he is.
He's like, hello, love. Wait, that's my Zack Sabre Jr. It's just like, hello, darling. I am the champion.
Oh, I just thought of a good one. Hangman Adam Page, Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh, if I say Hangman Adam Page versus Clark Connors, who's
No.
the real cowboy?
Who's the real cowboy?
Wait, can it be a cowboy hat on a pole match? And then like,
Dear.
you can only the person who wins. Like, if the person who loses can never wear a cowboy hat, that would destroy Clark Connors' entire career. That man is balding. He's like Hulk Hogan Hulk Hogan in 1996. His hairline is up to here. Someone help that man. Send him to Turkey. We got Jermaine saying Joe should lose it to Action Andretti on Collision. Give Action his whole he can beat anyone on any given night perk. Yo, they have not done a good job following up on that. Action Andretti's been like,
they really have not.
I was like, the upset of the decade. But I will say this: they're doing just as good a job at it as WWE did with the 1-2-3 Kid, which is bad. like they didn't because they never followed up on it either. Like,
so there's two things with that. Action Andretti is actually good.
hey, now what you're telling me? He's wow.
Yeah, no.
It's like the greatest thing X-Pac ever did. Just
you talking about the box king, right?
like it's like all he would do. This was his whole gimmick. It's just like
If a crotch thrust put him into the Hall of Fame, dude, I should have been in the Hall of Fame when I was 7.
like he's just goofy. Like he was the he was the goofy kid in the class project who rode his way to an A. That's what he was.
You know what kills me? The main match everyone talks about when they say that, oh, you say X-Pac, once your kid's not good, watch the match with Bret Hart. I've seen the match with Bret Hart. I saw it when it was going on. It was okay. Like, and if you look at the match, Bret Hart carried him through it.
Whoa, Bret Hart carrying someone through a match? What?
Oh lordy.
I'm so sorry, Jermaine. Cold is right. That's what the crowd would be during this match. Cold is out. Dave Finlay ain't it. I'm sorry. Dave Finlay ain't it. he says Jay White. He says Jay White versus Dave Finlay. And I'm just like, I like Dave Finlay. But like he's look, tag team, put him in a tag team match. Yeah. Like, but protect him with some other Bullet Club people. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, he's not it. Like, Will Ospreay should be the leader of Bullet Club. There, I'll say it. Will Ospreay should be the leader of Bullet Club. Have his entire Aussie Open take over Bullet Club. He should be the leader. The whole point of that thing is you have your biggest star, your biggest like non-Japanese star be the leader, right? That's the whole point. It's supposed to be an invading force in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Right.
And like, think about how much that would play into like the Kenny versus Will Ospreay stuff had Will Ospreay been the like the new leader of Bullet Club or the newest whatever leader of Bullet Club. Like it would have been so much better. Instead, you got Dave Finlay over here like, not gonna do it. Not gonna do a Dave Finlay impersonation. But like he's just like it's just like good. And then you have Will Ospreay going out there. Yeah, come on, bruv. Yeah, come on, bruv. I'm ready to fight you, Kenny Omega, bruv. Let's go, bruv. Like, do you know what it felt like, bruv? When I was in bruv. I was in Brooklyn, bruv.
bruv.
You see, Seth Rollins, like someone asked him on Twitter, it was like, "Oh, it's like Seth, would you ever have a match with Will Ospreay like at a Forbidden Door pay-per-view?" And he just quote tweeted it, and he was like, "Bruv."
Yo, actually, Will Ospreay was talking about that in an interview.
Oh,
he was like, yeah, like let's do a real Forbidden Door. Like announcer was like, yo, if they did a real Forbidden Door between WWE, whatever, who would be your opponent? He goes, hands down, Seth Rollins.
It would be Seth Rollins.
Hands down. Like he said, don't get me wrong. Like other people over there are really good, but like that's the one that everyone wants to see, and that's the one I would love. Like he's really hot right now.
They also have history. You called me out on Twitter. And do you know what that did to me, bruv? Mentally, do you know what that did to me, bruv?
That would be a great match, honestly. That would be an amazing match.
It's like you have the audacity to stand there. You effing stand there and call me out, bruv. Get real, bruv. You wrestle for a toy, bruv. I wrestle for a championship. Ooh.
Oh, here's a good question. If you could do a open door match, Forbidden Door match with any promotion, WWE is on the table as well.
Triple threat. Omega, Okada, Roman Reigns. Yeah, I'm like, who are your three biggest stars? Yes, together, match. Let's go.
You know what? I would love to see an Edge and Kenta match.
That would not be good for Edge's neck. I'm not putting it.
I mean, it wouldn't be good for Edge's neck, but Edge can still go, and that would be an interesting one. Or even of course, Finn Balor versus Kenta. That would be great.
Gunther versus Minoru Suzuki.
Yep.
The slaps. The only man who could probably outslap Gunther.
Dude, that would be fire, actually.
Do you remember like Minoru Suzuki and Samoa Joe had a match on Dynamite one week where they were just like literally just slapping the crap out of each other for like 20 minutes?
That's all they did. They slapped each other for like 20 minutes.
Joe's chest was purple.
Yeah, dude, it was. Oh my god. I'm like, dude, like I couldn't imagine.
Minoru Suzuki's getting like, and Joe's like getting angry too. You can tell he's getting angry, and he's like slapping the ever living crap out of Minoru Suzuki's chest. And Minoru Suzuki's like, "Oh yes, let's go more. I want more. Come on." I was like, dude, this crazy guy, Minoru Suzuki, love him. What else we got? Who else would I do? So like that would be it. I would also do Becky Lynch versus Britt Baker, DMD.
That'd be a good one. I was thinking Bianca Belair versus Chris Statlander.
Ooh, that's a good shout. That's a really good shout. I got one. Give me Brian Pillman Jr. versus Austin Theory. I don't know what's about to happen.
You know what?
It's going to be garbage, and I'm going to laugh.
You know what? I would watch that though.
I'm saying it's gonna be garbage. The promo battles is gonna be absolutely. Could you imagine?
It's gonna be horrendous. It's gonna be horrendous.
Brian Pillman Jr. He's gonna be sitting. He's gonna be out there, like, hold up. He's gonna be out there like Austin Theory.
I hate that he screams like that.
You don't know what you did to me and my family. You embarrassed me. And now I'm going to wreck you. And Austin Theory would come out and be like,
H-Town down.
A-Town down. For the A-Town down. So gimmick. A-Town down. Like,
Oh my God.
yeah, let us book the Forbidden Door for you guys. We will give you
Yeah,
garbage matches.
dude, we had a bunch of terrible matches.
Give
We would
me
laugh.
Von Wagner.
Versus who?
Guess who? I have the perfect person, but well, think Von Wagner. Who's the AEW counterpart to Von Wagner?
You lost me there.
Come on, I'll give you a hint. He's in the factory. Big guy in the factory. I literally just gave it away. Nick Camarado.
Yeah, I was about to say
Nick Camarado versus Von Wagner, who are the biggest, literally the biggest jobbers I can think of. Did you see Von Wagner try to cut a promo?
Good,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. You know one that actually be good because I actually like both these guys, and I'm a huge fan of one of them. Well, both of them actually. Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano versus Danny Garcia.
Lock him up.
That'd be a very technical match. It'd be a lot of fun to watch too.
Rhea Ripley. Think
Cargill.
about who?
Cargill. Jay Cargill.
He gets it. Ooh, that would be so dope.
See, you could even put her with Chris Statlander too. That would be an interesting one. Either one of those would be interesting.
Oh, could you put Riho with Rhea Ripley?
Ooh.
Or just do me a favor. Give me like a feud with Rhea Ripley and Nyla Rose, and then have the entire lead up to the feud just be like Nyla Rose beating the crap out of Dominic Mysterio and be like, surprise, bitch.
Yo, I'm sorry. She is still my favorite when it comes to one-liners. Oh, that's why your eyebrows ashy. What?
it's just like as great as some things in pro wrestling have been, as funny and entertaining as they've been, nothing will ever top surprise, bitch.
No, ever.
I go back and watch that like a few times a week.
I watched that, and I watched when her and Jay got into it. She told Jay Cargill, "That's why her eyebrows ashy." Yeah. That is still one of my. That is the most disrespectful thing I've heard in a long time.
This is what I mean. This is why I never tolerate any Nyla Rose disrespect. I'm like, how can you? She's the best.
Can you?
Anything else on Forbidden Door? Are you excited about this pay-per-view?
I am. I am. I was excited about the last one too. So, yeah. Can't wait.
It's gonna be interesting. Last note here. So CM Punk last week was officially announced as returning. He will be, AEW Collision on June 17th from the United Center in Chicago will feature CM Punk. He's gonna be there. Tomorrow, Tony Khan is announcing. So Tony Khan's in this thing, right? It's pissed a lot of people off, where he's like being like, "There's like an announcement every week. Like you're gonna hear from Tony Khan, blah blah blah." A lot of people don't like it. I like it. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, okay, it's like a good. I respect it from a business standpoint, because I'm like, what are you doing? Like you're building anticipation for what comes next, and you're slowly building up this AEW Collision show, right? So I get it. I understand what they're going for. And I don't know. It's interesting to see Tony Khan on TV. But we already know the Punk's going to be there. It's already announced. So there's hopefully no brouhaha or drama about that. But tomorrow night, Tony Khan will announce the main event of AEW Collision. What are you thinking, Trev? What are you thinking?
AEW Collision main event. CM Punk's coming back. You don't want him to wrestle right away.
Or do you?
Yeah.
Or do you? You're in Chicago. His big
But who would
return.
it be?
Bro, you ought to. This is. I'm going to piss off everyone right now. Put on your. Do me a favor, guys. Put on your bollocks hat. Put it on. Nice and tight. There we go.
Get the balls.
All right. Y'all gonna be mad. Here's what AEW should do.
Okay.
The main event of the first ever Collision should be CM Punk versus Kenny Omega.
Okay.
I don't care who's feuding with who. I don't care who's mad at who. I don't care about any of that. I don't care if he's ready or not. You have one chance to do this. Everyone knew CM Punk was going to be there. You want to move tickets. You want to make that show. You're AEW. You want to sell ad space. You want to make that show like must-watch TV.
Oh, yeah.
Kenny Omega versus have it be end in like a DQ crap or what. I don't care. Have it end like that. But the main event should be Omega Punk. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
It'll be an interesting one.
It's not going to be that,
everybody wants
but
to see.
it should be.
It is going to be something everybody wants to see, definitely.
We got Jermaine in the chat saying FTR Bucks.
That's not a bad one.
Oh, and then Punk can come out and like save FTR, and they can do their little thing.
So apparently, Kenny Omega was not there last week, but he wasn't in the States.
I'm glad you bring this up. Backstage segment last week on Dynamite. The Young Bucks and Hangman Adam Page backstage. Alex Marvez asks him, "We've heard that Kenny Omega went back to Canada. He's not even in the country." And Hangman Page, as he's leaving and he's going away, he says, Look, Kenny is out of the country, but he's not in Canada."
Yep.
The Elite are down one man right now. Where would my Kenny have gone other than Japan to bring back the love of his life, Kota Ibushi?
Kota Ibushi.
They're just so good together. Like, they're so cute.
Kota Ibushi, dude. Oh my god.
And so does Kenny Omega.
Apparently, they're best friends.
They're more than friends, man. They don't call them the Golden Lovers for nothing.
They love gold.
Good shout. Yes, I am weird. Yes, yeah. Come on, Mr. Powers. You don't know. I like gold.
Freaky Dutch bastard.
I did not say that. He said it. I didn't. Jesus.
I love that movie. Anyway.
My favorite part of that. I'm so sorry. My favorite part of that movie, because I'm an idiot, is when you read that when they're in Japan and they're in the man's office, and the dude offers him some like shiitake mushrooms.
Yeah.
And like sometimes like, "Would you like some shit?" It's just. Imagine going to this important meeting of the CEO of this company, and he just goes, "Would you like some shit?" Brown mushroom.
We are collectively 12, and that's fine.
Collectively, yes. That's a very important distinction to make. We are not 12 each. We are collectively 12.
Exactly. God. Anyone still watching?
This is what I should say. That's what I should say to all the people left watching the show. It's like, "Would you like some shit?" At the start of the show, "Would you like some shit? We're gonna deliver it." Would you like
We're guaranteed. Give you a bunch of shit.
And Austin Powers is reading like the subtitles. Oh my god. I
Mm-mm.
have a big rodent problem.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Trevor, what are you watching these days?
I don't even know anymore.
Not Austin. You can't say Austin Powers. It cannot be the answer to that. We're gonna be here all night.
Oh man. Actually, you know what? I've been playing video games more than
Ooh, Fight Forever's coming out.
I have not. Have you pre-ordered yet or
I
no?
haven't. No,
No, I think I'm gonna do it this Friday, just so I have it.
dude. I have to like set aside like 12 hours to like download that game or whatever. Like,
Because I'm actually looking for. Oh, here's a good question. Something to end this on. Have you seen the Owen Hart skin? Have you
oh
seen
yeah,
what
I
it looks
have.
like?
I have.
What
Here's
are your
something else.
opinions
Sorry. But before we'll talk about Owen Hart in just a second. Have you seen the Eddie Kingston one?
on it? Yes.
I love it. Everyone else is like, "Oh my god, this game is such garbage." Blah, blah. I'm like, no, that's what I want Eddie Kingston to be. That's how I view
I
Eddie
mean,
Kingston. I love
that's
it.
how I'm feeling too, but that's just my personal opinion.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Owen Hart. I just did that Eddie Kingston thing was just so funny because he just
But no, dude, everyone's been talking about the Eddie Kingston thing. That's been one of the bigger things they've been talking about. I mean, more so than Owen Hart, because a lot of people don't like Owen Hart's face either. But I actually like it. And like the funny part about it is like every player has different things that they say, and like his story is completely different than everybody else's.
man.
But yeah, I've been mostly playing video games. Haven't been really watching a whole bunch of wrestling. Watching wrestling here and there, but I've been catching up on video games that I haven't played, and because I haven't really played in about a year, just about. And I have a whole lot of games that my backlog is, sheesh, it's very very numerous. A bunch of games I need to play.
I want AEW Fight Forever to have JR, and I want his finishing move to just be like squeezing barbecue sauce at you. Make it
Hit you
happen,
with a
Tony
rack,
Khan.
hit you with a rack of ribs. This
Wait,
is a
wait.
slobber knocker.
Oh, dude. Is Cody gonna be in Fight Forever?
That's a good question. Because even better question: is he in the last wrestling game that just dropped?
I think he was in 2K 23 or whatever it was.
Okay.
But oh, could you imagine if Cody's adrenaline in the zone? No.
Would that be some type of record to be in two different wrestling games for two different
Companies
promotions?
after, and the company that you left published the wrestling game after. Amazing. It would be amazing. I will say I did take a look at like the match modes or whatever, and it's a little lacking there. AEW, a little lacking.
Yeah,
Hopefully the
yeah.
updates, because it's like it's got like the
Yeah.
standard ones, and then it has like. Look, what I'm excited to play is the barbed wire death match because we finally get to see what that was supposed to look like. Because apparently, like Kenny Omega's gone on record and said the barbed wire death match didn't go on as planned, and because somebody in production changed everything without telling anyone.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it wasn't supposed to be that garbage. Like,
I thought it was one of those he was trying to make fun of Kenny. Make fun of.
no, that was a botch. It was a botch. It was like Kenny Omega's like said like no, this was like a botch, and I'm still not over it. I'm pissed. Because like that was like his thing, right? Like it was all his plan. And someone in production was just like, we can make this better by doing less. It was just like.
Dude, the sound of the fireworks just makes me happy.
God bless you. Look, I felt bad. You know, I felt bad for Excalibur because he was just he had to be the one who was like, oh my god, I like, dude. Eddie Kingston should never not have a job in AEW after that. He played dead for that. He sold.
So
He
funny.
sold for sparklers. He sold for sparklers.
Oh my god.
Well, man. Well,
This has
Trevor,
been fun.
I think this has been it's been a fun show. Would you like some? Would you
Would you like some mushroom? Would you like some shit?
would you like some shit? Taki mushrooms.
Oh man,
Oh,
this has
but,
been
all
fun,
right,
guys.
people. This has been a show. Thank you for bearing with us for another week. If you guys haven't already done so, hit that like button. Go follow Trevor on Twitter at TREVERTAINMENT. CC says, you guys are hilarious. And you, my friend, CC, you are amazing.
Oh.
And from Jersey. Please give us a Dave Finley. You're not getting my Dave Finley impersonation. You want to hear my Dave Finley impersonation?
Yeah, that sounds about right. He barely says anything.
Here. I'm someone who just watched Dave Finley cut a promo. This is boring.
I'm confused.
Oh man. All right, guys. I think this is the part of the show where we end it. This is the part of the show where it's over. Thank you guys for joining us for another wonderful episode. We'll be back same time next week, Knuckleheads. OT Graps. Trevor and Homer. Until next time, be happy, be healthy, keep it real, and
love those who are afar, hug those who are close. Have a good week, guys. See you next time.
Week. Have a great week. Happy watching Dynamite. Happy watching SmackDown. So much wrestling to watch, so little time. And we're here to talk about all the crap that happens. Would you like some shit? See you next week.